there's two separate things. I connect with my fellow man and understand their plight, and I'm aware of it, and I do my best to figure out ways that I can help in a tangible way. At the same time, if like I need a new pair of shoes and I don't have any money to get it, and like I have to ask my dad, and if I do, he's gonna get mad, I can pray about that. There's nothing wrong with that. Is it silly? I guess so. But again, I have a personal relationship with God. No one can tell me what to do or what to say. I get to do that. And I think again, I'm not being like I'm not trying to like discredit anybody's words about this issue. I'm saying for myself, I pray about whatever I want, and I talk to my Father in heaven however I want, and I ask Him whatever I want whenever I want, and who's going to take that away from me? And I think people should be like that too.
Yeah. So like you mentioned earlier, you mentioned earlier that when you have a big test, like you go to church and you pray about it. But sometimes as a student, like you have test after test and studying after studying, that sometimes God like is not your number one. Like you forget. But you still ask him, but he's not your number one because number one is your test and all that you have to worry about. So as a student, how do you make sure that God is always your number one?
Yeah, it's a hard thing, but it's not just for students, it's for everybody. Like
Yeah,
everybody's stressed and
yeah,
everybody's thinking about things and everybody's mashgul. Our problem is that the devil's great act now, I think, is that he like focuses us on like minute things that don't really matter. And he makes it seem like those things really, really matter. Like what college we're going to go to, what job we have, what kind of money that we make, how people see us, our clothes that we wear, all of those kind of things. The Lord specifically said not to think or worry about those things, but he constantly has us worried about those things to the extent that like our tests are important because we want to succeed. They are important, but in the grand scheme of things, the Lord doesn't care if we're doctors or physician's assistants or whatever down the line. He cares that we like do things with our the fullness of you know, we work hard and we do things right and we do them in his grace.